let's talk about the first book that I read for my June Spin the Wheel TBR challenge. My first spin, I got The Last Magician by LISA Maxwell. This is the first book in a YA fantasy series. The magic in this world exists in the form of affinities, meaning everybody that has magical ability has some sort of affinity, some type of capability. We're following a girl named Esta who has the ability to move through time. She can stop time, she can travel backwards and forwards in the future and in the past. At the beginning of the book, she is tasked with going back in time and stopping the magician from destroying this powerful book that is sort of the key to the freedom of magic. This is set in New York City, and all of the magicians, all the people that have a magical affinity, have been trapped on the island of Manhattan. The main character is tasked with going back in time and getting this book to try to break the curse. She goes back in time, she meets the magician, and she gets involved in a heist situation where she is trying to steal this book. Obviously, along the way, things become very complicated and not everything is quite as it seems. I really found the characters to be really interesting. I really liked Esta as a main character. She was strong, she was powerful. I also really liked the side characters. We don't just read from Esta's perspective, though she is like our primary main character. We actually get to read from the perspectives of many people around this situation, and so we get to learn a lot about not only Esta's motivations but also the motivations of the people that she's working with. Because she's playing with time, then it kind of creates this complication of, well, she can't mess up too many things, she can't change too many things, or her life will be different when she travels back to her own timeline. I also thought the magic was really interesting. I really enjoyed learning about everybody's affinities. I thought that each one was unique. I can see where those could get expounded upon even more in future installments in the series. Unfortunately, I won't be continuing on with the series because I found this book to be a little bit too long. Reading from all these different perspectives, every chapter jumps to a different perspective, and all the chapters are so short, so you don't really get enough time to sit with each of the characters before you move on to another character. It's the one time that you'll hear me say, I really just wish the chapters had been longer. I really like a short chapter, but I don't think it did this book any service. After finishing this, read that this was originally supposed to be just a duology, and I feel like it could have worked really well as a 2-book series. I feel like there was just enough left up to the imagination at the end of this book that just having a second book to complete the story would have been interesting. Apparently, while writing the second book, I think the author decided to extend it to a 4-book series. I think it could have worked really well as a 2-book series. I'm not interested in reading it as a 4-book series. It's also YA, which is not really my thing anymore. Glad that I read this. It's been on my TBR for a really long time, and I'm glad to have finally knocked this giant book off my TBR. But if it sounds like your thing and you are interested in committing to a 4-book series with a kind of interesting concept and definitely an interesting mystery, then don't let me dissuade you from picking it up, because I did have a lot of fun with this. There are some compelling elements. It just wasn't like the perfect book for me.